Welcome to day 18 of the 30-day self-care challenge. Today we're going to be working on a spiritual practice. Now, spirituality doesn't have to mean religion or crystals or Zen or anything like that. It can simply mean feeling connected to something bigger than just yourself. And today we'll work on creating a gentle spiritual practice that fits you and not some stereotype. We've all been there when life gets busy and hectic and you start feeling overwhelmed, so you revert back to survival mode. You wake up in the morning, you have breakfast, you go to work, you come home, you have dinner, and you'll scroll on your phone, and then you'll go to bed, and then you'll repeat that cycle again. We've all been there. A spiritual practice is there to help us zoom out on our situation, and that at the end of the day, there's more to life than productivity or your problems. And one thing I want to emphasize about today, you don't have to believe in anything specific. We're going to find something that fits you in a spiritual sense. So for this practice, we're going to split it down into 3 simple areas. Firstly, we're going to name what spiritual means to you, and then we're going to choose a way that you feel connected to that spiritual sense that you feel. And lastly, we're going to create a tiny daily routine that you can do even when you're feeling super overwhelmed and that life is taking control of you. For the first point of naming what spiritual means to you, for some people this might be faith or prayer. For other people this will mean creativity, nature, music, or something along those lines. And for part 2 of choosing something to help you feel connected with this, we're going to look at your past of when you felt in awe. So this could be when you've looked at a painting or a landscape or something like that, or moments where you felt deeply moved, or on the other side, when you felt calm and grounded. As this is evidence of the types of activities that you could do to actually help you feel more spiritual or more connected. And then lastly, to create your ritual. This could be anything from simply lighting a candle and sitting there reflecting on the day. It could be as simple as making a cup of tea. It could be going outside for a 10-minute walk in nature without anything and just listening to the sounds of the birds, of the air, of anything that you're walking close by. And then this could also be writing in your gratitude diary, something that you've done in the previous challenges of this 30-day challenge. So grab a journal or paper or something that you can write down on with a pen or pencil, and we're just going to break down the 3 elements of this spiritual practice. Step 1, define what spiritual means to you. Ask yourself this question: when I hear the word spiritual, what does that make me feel? And it could make you feel several things, such as spiritual for me makes me feel connected to nature, or spiritual means reconnecting with your values. It could also mean being part of something bigger than yourself. And for this first part, write down 1 sentence of what spirituality means to you, and start it with spiritual for me, and then fill in the blank of what it means for you. And for part 2, remember we're reflecting on a moment where we felt deeply connected or in awe or more calm than normal. It doesn't have to be anything dramatic. It can be a simple moment that you can reflect on and say that you felt that sensation. And there's several moments where you may feel this. It could be when you're in a museum looking at some art. It could be listening to a song where you felt some goosebumps. It could be at sunrise or sunset looking at the change of the colour of the sky. For me, this is moments where I've been in quiet, in beautiful landscapes, mainly in mountainous regions or by the sea, where I can hear all of the nature around me, especially when I'm by the sea. When you remember that moment, ask yourself, where was I? What was I doing? And what made that moment feel uniquely different so that I felt that emotion of awe or connection or peace or whatever emotion makes you feel spiritually connected. And for this moment, write a few words of how you felt, where you were, answer these 3 questions, and just take a moment to reflect on it. Once you've written down that moment that you're reflecting on, ask yourself, what was the essence of that moment? Was it peace? Was it connection? Was it awe? Was it gratitude? Or was it belonging? And then write down 2 of those words which capture the essence of that moment, of that memory. And third, we're going to create our daily tiny ritual. And what we're going to do is we're going to try and turn the essence of that memory, of that moment that you had, into your daily ritual. So if your essence was of peace, of calm, then your ritual could be sitting quietly for 2 minutes with your hand on your heart and just allowing your thoughts to come to you. It could also be sitting by your window watching the sunset. If the essence was connection, then this could be sending a message to someone that you love, or writing down how you want to show up for others. If your essence was of awe or gratitude, this could be writing down something beautiful that you've seen today. So a particular tree or the colours of the sky, any particular moment that you found amazing. Or it could be writing down one thing that you're particularly grateful for that wasn't about productivity. We want this action to be a small thing that you can realistically do every day. So for me, my moment of awe, of gratitude, of peace is sat by the ocean, listening to the waves crash and listening to my own thoughts. Now, I live 2 hours from the ocean. There's no way I can do that every day. But maybe what I can do is play a clip of the ocean waves crashing and then listen to that for 2 or 3 minutes. This will help give me the same sensation and connect with the planet in that way. To write your practice down, just write this phrase. For my spiritual practice, each day I will, and follow that by the practice that you want to do each day. So, like I just said, for me, this could be sitting by a window, looking at the sky, and listening to a clip of the ocean waves as it hits the shore, and just being in that moment with no other distractions. For you, this could be lighting a candle and taking some deep breaths, or it could be listening to a song that you really love and helps you feel connected. And now you've got your spiritual practice written down, you need to commit to it. So most likely what this will mean is finding something that will trigger you wanting to do this practice. So maybe after you've had your dinner, you've tidied up, everything's done, you can say, right, now I need to do my practice, and spend 5 minutes or 10 minutes doing your practice. Commit to your practice for as many days or as little days as you would like. If you do commit to it, reflect on it after a week or 2 weeks and see how that has changed you. Well done on creating your spiritual practice. This is something truly unique to you, and your past memories will help you stay connected spiritually. And remember, it doesn't have to be something big or dramatic. It's just a small moment that you can reflect on daily so that you can feel connected to something bigger than yourself. Tomorrow is day 19. We're going to look at healthy boundaries. And we're going to be looking at practical ways for you to protect your energy, your time, and your emotional space. And we're going to be building on the work that we've already previously done in this area on one of the previous day's challenges. For now though, keep it your spiritual practice. Let it remind you that you're part of something bigger than yourself. Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow.